Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to end the entire saga that consists of all 9 movies, by of course writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, by far, one of the biggest mysteries in the sequel trilogy has all to do with exactly who is Supreme Leader Snoke, and with Emperor Palpatine now back in the equation with his reveal of course, returning in Star Wars Episode 9 by JJ, it really makes one wonder, what was the point of Supreme Leader Snoke being in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi? Now, thankfully, JJ is using Episode 9 as a tool in order to make us view the past 2 movies in a totally different way. Now, these past couple of weeks ago, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very intriguing indeed, when it all comes down to Snoke's identity in the movie. Specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that was shot during the month of October involved Billie Lourd, Carrie Fisher's daughter, as a stand-in for a young Leia, flashback scene that is said to involve a young version of Supreme Leader Snoke as well. It's described that the set design consisted of a political conference room, where a costume design was used on an unnamed actor, portraying the younger version of Snoke, where the outfit was described as Governor Evandor Snoke. It's said and described that parts of Snoke's backstory will be explained in the film, and that he has been named as many different people, making him a character with multiple identities in the film. The costume design is described to be black with red stripes, and the unnamed actor on set was said to be wearing a wig with fine blonde hair that was described to be very thin. So, what's interesting to me about all of this is that you guys may have actually heard about the name Evandor Snoke a couple of months ago. And we do know that Snoke has multiple different identities in this movie, and it does make one wonder on whether or not this character is, of course, the character that is able to use the power of essence transfer, going from body to body, and that would definitely explain as to why Snoke has multiple identities in the movie. Now, we do know that Palpatine is back in Episode 9, and he's back in an unpredictable and an unexpected way by J.J. Abrams. You know, J.J. really left us on a string here. You know, we're pretty much wondering exactly what's going on with Palpatine in the trailer, with his laughter in the background. So, first things first, I want to go over the name of the actual costume design here that was used on set. It's actually described to be Governor Evandor Snoke. Now, we heard about the name Evandor before a couple of months ago, like I said, and I'm not quite sure how I think about that name, but I will say this, is that Governor is absolutely a callback to what, of course, Tarkin and everybody involved in the Imperial Conference Room was talking about in, of course, Star Wars A New Hope. I believe it was Tarkin who actually brought up Governor, and even Director Krennic himself actually tells Darth Vader, you know, he talks about Governor Tarkin. So some characters are referred to as Governor in the Star Wars universe. So the other aspect that I do want to go over is this flashback scene that is said to involve a younger version of course, General Leia Organa, and that Billie Lourd is actually used as a stand-in in order to portray the younger version of Leia. Now, what's really interesting to me about this, in case you guys did not know, is that Billie Lourd is the daughter of course, Carrie Fisher, and she's going to be involved in some of the flashback scenes, doing a stand-in for a younger version of Leia. So, what's really intriguing to me about all of this is that we do know that Episode 9 is really going to deliver when it comes to all the major twists and turns that's going to change our view on the entire Skywalker saga. And with Snoke now dead, alright, with Snoke now dead and pretty much cut into 2 pieces by Kylo Ren, it really does leave open the question, why was Snoke inserted into The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, only for Palpatine to return in a significant way in Episode 9, in whatever way, shape, or form, right? Whatever way it may be, in the form of, let's say, a Sith ghost, that they do something like that, or maybe he comes back to life in the form of a clone, or something like around the lines of him never dying in Return of the Jedi. Who knows what they're going to do? But from the previous leaks that we have been going over, it only suggests that Palpatine so far comes back in the form of a hologram, dream sequences, and vision sequences, as well as in a specific realm that both Kylo Ren and Rey go through at a certain point in time in the movie. So, about Supreme Leader Snoke, alright, we do know that Andy Serkis, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, all 3 of them, Even Dave Filoni, they know a little bit about Snoke's backstory, and they're keeping it secret for a specific reason, for a future Star Wars film at the time when they said this, or a new Star Wars trilogy. So, Snoke is a character. We do know that this November, we have the Age of Resistance comic line dropping dedicated to Snoke for an entire issue that's going to reveal a lot of aspects about the character that we never knew before. And I think that there is no coincidence here as to why that comic is dropping exactly 1 month before the release of Episode 9. You can really see how JJ, and of course Disney and the whole entire crew working on the canon, is really trying to interconnect it all together. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.